Hey, hello, everybody.
Magic.
Yeah. Yeah, so we're playing some more Magic today, Friday night, as per usual. And, so last week, it was a Patreon request, but we did Pauper. So, obviously this week, we're doing the next step up from that, which is middle class Magic.
If you're uncommons.
If you're unfamiliar with this format, yes, all uncommons. It, does have a ban list, but we're not playing any of those cards on here, so I'm not gonna go over it.
Uses Legacy as the baseline.
Sort of. I mean, I was referring to that group that has their own ban list for this, like after... I think we were the first ones to record this played. I definitely know we coined the term. But I don't know if anyone was playing with just uncommons before. But it's a really fun format. Because it has really powerful spells and, like, things that are way too good for modern, like Force of Will.
Wasteland.
Yeah, Wasteland. Like, I think... Strip Mine? No, Strip Mine must have been a rare. I don't know, but there's a bunch of really ridiculous things like that. Days. Stuff that's a little too good for modern. And then the land base is piss poor. You have
Horrible.
City of Brass if you're playing multicolor stuff, and that's about it. You have the tap lands, but there aren't...
Yeah, the bounce lands.
Yeah, no like fetches, no anything like that, which makes that kind of interesting.
And tri-lands.
And yeah, tri-lands. Well, that's what I was referring to. I wasn't referring to bounces, but yeah. So it's very, very interesting. And so you only allowed that and basic lands, of course. So I am playing a mono black deck. It's kind of like a discardy type thing. I don't know. Did this one have a name? Did you think of a name for this one?
I called it Black Attack, but it's not really an aggressive deck. It's really grindy.
I'm tempted to call it Black Lives Don't Matter, but put the comma after black. So it's like, it's black, and then it says lives don't matter because you're pointing removal spells at so many things. But that could be misconstrued, so we're going to call it Black Attack.
And I'm playing a blue-red counterburn list. It utilizes that new card Enigma Drake, and then the older one, Spellheart Chimera.
Yeah.
This is power based on instants and sorceries in the graveyard.
And conveniently, a lot of really good removal spells have, even if they've been like originally printed at common, at some point, if they ever reprinted them, they're like, that's Lightning Bolt's way too good to be a common in draft, so they make it uncommon, and which makes it legal in this format, which is pretty nice. Also, Brainstorm's legal. That was another thing. So, yeah. I don't know how we're gonna go first. I didn't really think that far ahead. So let's...
Use the weird dice.
Bone dice? Or the
weird dice.
Misshapen dice. This is a weird format, so we'll use this weird misshapen dice. 2. 4. You'll be going first. And we will see you in game 1. Alright, game 1. Go ahead.
We've got... those. Whoop.
And for me, that's what I've got. And go ahead.
An island and your go.
Draw a card. Swamp. Go ahead.
Draw for turn. Mountain, your go.
Draw a card. Well, we're gonna try for a Night's Whisper.
Remand that.
Deal. Pass turn.
Island and Spellheart Chimera, who's a giant 1/3 at the moment.
It's a big boy.
Sure go.
Untap. Draw a card. Gonna play Swamp. You have 5 cards?
Yes.
I'm gonna cast Hymn to Turok, targeting you. I can pay for days.
I'm gonna let that resolve.
Okay. Another card that's way too good for modern. We'll use the weird dice, why not? Throw out 6. We'll go 1 to 5.
Sure.
5. Throw out 5 and 6. 1. What a hit.
Ah, you got the force.
Ah, that's good. So it's kind of like a 8 of force, except an island instead. And it makes him a little bigger.
Yeah, I got a 2/3.
Yeah, that's all I got. Go ahead. All I got.
Untap. Draw for turn. Mountain. 2.
18.
4 damage. We're gonna bolt you to make it
Alright.
3.
Okay, well, should say that first. So the bolt puts me to 17, and then that puts me to 14.
Yes. Enigma Drake.
Another one. Okay.
Enter go.
Untap. Draw a card. One card?
1 card.
Play Swamp. I think I gotta start going for this now. And I'll do it while you're tapped out and don't have anything. Only 1 card in hand instead of 2, I guess. Main phase, we will slaughter with buyback. Paying 4 life, going to 10.
Yeah,
And
it resolves.
I'll pick that one, because it doesn't really matter.
I mean, this one has trample. This one has 4 toughness.
But I don't have any creatures, and I have a slaughter
Yeah.
going. So, yeah, go ahead.
Untap. Draw for turn. Brainstorm.
Okay.
Serum Visions.
Alright. How big is that now? Pretty beefy, I imagine.
It's got 5 power. 5.
Any bolts?
No bolts.
And I will take 5. Go to 5. Bolt would put me to 1. It's pretty
Enter
absurd.
go.
Untap. Draw a card. So, I think I have to kill that. At least try to. You don't have any blue up, which is nice. But I don't think I can, unfortunately, afford to pay the life
Yeah, that's a little,
this time.
little bit low.
I don't really want to go to 1, because you do have Electrolyze and stuff in your deck, so I'm going to slaughter that without buyback.
Yeah. It's dead.
And I'll pass the turn.
Untap. Draw for turn. Here's a 6/5.
Alright.
Enter go. He gets cheaper for each instant sorcery in the graveyard.
Yes.
So I have the full 5.
Draw a
It's my
card.
2 mana.
Cards?
2 cards.
Doesn't have flying or anything? It's
Nope.
just a big beefy dude.
Here's the big dude.
And I didn't play land this turn, because last turn I had a land up in case you had days. So I'll play 1. 2 cards?
2 cards.
Cast Entomber Exarch. Start with that one.
Okay.
And I will choose to look at your hand.
You see these
2
beautiful
lands.
islands.
They are pretty beautiful. And we'll go for Gifted Aetherborn as well. Pass the turn.
Come on, heart of the cards.
I mean, I don't think you can kill me this turn, no matter what you draw, but maybe I'm wrong.
Here's Chimera.
That's pretty good. Can't block it.
And an island.
Yep.
No point in really attacking, so Turgo.
That wouldn't be a very good attack.
No, he'd gain 2 life and deal much to my 6/5.
Indeed. Ugh. I think we have to... How big is this?
5 power.
Okay, then I have to do this. Knight's Whisper. Does it resolve?
That resolves.
Oh, yeah, I know what your hand is, so... I will go to 3.
You go to 3 though.
I will go to 3 because...
Against the deck with lightning bolts.
My lives don't matter. Well, I can attack with this.
I suppose that's true.
Draw 2. Yeah, that'll do it. That will do it. You know, in a deck that has, like, 50 removal spells, I've only seen one. That's pretty bad.
I mean, it was the one with buyback.
It's true.
Unfortunately, I could just apply enough pressure that it wasn't worth it to continue that trend.
I guess I could have actually lived another turn if I didn't do that, if I just sent him in, but that seems really bad. Well, we'll send him in to
18.
Go to 5. I didn't really think about that. And why not? Just because I want to show off some tokens, which are available at the Forest Fair store, we will cast Moan of the Unhallowed. And that will fetch us 2 zombies.
Brr. Zombies.
Which, unfortunately,
don't deal with them.
do not take to the skies very easily. Pass the turn.
Untap.
By the way, my 2 draws off Night's Whisper.
Ooh.
2 Inquisitions.
Very exciting when you know my hand.
Yeah, a little more exciting on the first turn, a little less so on, like, the 9th turn.
Well, I will attack with both, so if you'd so like to kill the Cryptic Serpent, you could.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
All right. You got me. Let's see. So
you had another. Oh, that was
Ritualist. No, I drew 2 of these off that, and I'm like, well, that's not going to be great.
Yeah, that's not very good now.
So let's see, actually. So if I would have sent him in instead of casting... Well, actually, no, because then I would have just drawn this. So it wouldn't have mattered.
Yeah.
Because
You'd still
there's
have
no way I could have gotten anywhere with that. All right, well, very weird way that this deck works. Because normally, you know, you have 52 pieces of removal that you could throw at stuff, but I only saw 1. So we'll see if we see more in Game 2. All right, Game 2. Show my hand. So, a little more aptly timed, I think, for this one. Go ahead.
We've got those. Ah.
Yeah, so I'm going to lead with an Inquisition. And I guess you could have forced it, but that seems pretty bad.
Yeah, I wouldn't really want to force the Inquisition.
2 cards instead of 1 card.
Because you're not even taking the force.
No. I'll take the days. Good.
Draw for turn.
Yeah, I don't think it's ever right to force a will and Inquisition.
Enter go.
At least in this deck. Maybe in some decks it would be, but...
yeah, if you have, like, your last combo piece or something, then it makes sense, but...
Let's see how much you care about a Night's Whisper.
Shall brainstorm in response.
Okay.
We don't really care about a Night's Whisper.
Alright. I will go to 18 and draw 2 cards. Pass turn.
Untap. Draw for turn. Serum Visions.
Yep. Get rid of some of that bunk, maybe? Well, actually, I guess you don't know those ones, because you only put 2 back.
1 on top, 1 on the bottom. And a mountain.
Okay.
Go.
Untap. Draw a card. Alright. Gonna play a swamp. And we're gonna try for him to Turok, targeting you. Is this worth forcing?
Yeah, I'll just decide what gets out of my hand.
Deal. I'm okay with this. Cards?
4 cards.
Inquisition. Pick the Electrolyze. Because it draws you a card. I don't really care about Bolt all that much. Go ahead.
Untap. Draw for turn. An island and the Turgo.
Untap. Draw a card. Jesus. Alright. Try for him to Turok.
Yeah.
Alright, I'll just go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and whichever I roll is the one you keep.
The middle.
So, I got
2 spells.
Sweet. I will take that any day of the week. Go ahead.
Untap.
It's ridiculous.
Draw for turn. Brainstorm.
Can get you back in it, potentially.
We are going to put back those. And we'll play a land for the turn.
Sure.
Go.
Those are actually pretty good against this deck because it's Hymn to Turok and Bloodhusk Ritualist and stuff like that. So it gives you, like, if you are flooded, it gives you stuff to discard.
Mm-hmm.
Draw a card.
And a little bit extra protection from a hymn.
Exactly.
Potentially.
Gifted Aetherborn.
Yep.
Gifted Aetherborn.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Untap. Draw for turn. For blue and a red.
Yep.
We'll use the red to spike that for 6.
Deal.
Brainstorm.
All right.
I guess I don't have to tap that. That's why I tapped the Is It.
Ah, yes. You actually got pretty good, considering you didn't
Like
have
that.
a whole lot.
Lightning bolt that.
Deal.
And go.
Gifted Aetherborn.
Wow.
Let me guess, you got another removal spell for it, probably? Even Stronghold tapped. Pass turn.
Untap. Draw for turn. Go.
Yay! Well, I mean, you probably still have it, but draw a card. Attack for 2.
Take it.
Yay! Go
17.
to 20. This is the little man who could. We'll also go for a hard-cast Bone Picker. For 4 manas.
Yep.
Pass turn.
We'll play an island. Go.
Untap. Draw a card. Okay, I'm starting to think he probably ran out, so I'm going to attack for 5.
12.
22. Go ahead.
Oh, I mean, it might. Serum Visions. Both on the bottom.
You got another turn, I guess. Actually, a couple.
Island.
Yep.
Enter go.
Untap. Draw a card. 5.
7.
24. Here's a swamp. Go ahead.
Untap. Draw for turn. Island. It's your go.
Ooh. Draw a card. Night's Whisper.
Remand that.
Sure. Night's Whisper.
Force that.
Okay. Attack for 5.
2.
26. Pass turn.
I don't think there's a ton I can draw here. Fairy Conclave tapped. It's your go.
Alright. Untap. Draw a card. Play Swamp. You're at 2?
Yes.
I mean, if you have a removal spell, that's pretty bad, but I kind of want to show something cool you can do with this. Screw it. Attack for 5.
You got me.
Oh, good. So I can do my thing. I was kind of hoping this would come up at some point. So what you do is you sacrifice Even Stronghold to add 2 black to your mana pool, and then you use one of those blacks to Fatal Push, and you get the Revolt trigger because a permanent you control left.
Yeah, without fetch lands, Revolt isn't quite as good.
Yeah. But, I mean, this card is still definitely good enough for this format, but
Same with Brainstorm.
just having that is pretty interesting.
Without fetch lands, Brainstorm hurts when you draw
Definitely.
3 islands and you have to put 2 back on top.
I mean,
so
you get the Serum Visions to get
Yeah.
rid of it, but yeah, it's definitely a lot harder. But that's kind of what we meant with this format anyway. Like, it's...
you get all these broken cards, but there's just not enough.
There's, like...
not enough density, so you have to play them with a little bit less.
Well, and the other thing is, like, Force of Will... Like, there's no absurd combo decks, really, in this format that, like, Force of Will can keep in check. So it's kind of just a fair card, which is really interesting. So, that was game 2, and we will see you in game 3. Alright, game 3. Go ahead.
We've got... those.
Whoop. And for myself, something perhaps a little familiar. Oop. It's a little off camera. There we go. Alright. Go ahead.
An island. Enter go.
Draw a card. Here's a swamp. Go ahead.
End of your turn, I'm going to brainstorm.
Deal.
Well, hello there. I think we'll put these back on top.
Okay.
Untap. Draw for turn. A mountain. Enter go.
Draw a card. Here's a swamp. And... Sure, why not? We'll try for a Gifted Aetherborn.
Hard cast the days.
Deal. Go ahead.
Untap. Draw for turn. Island. And here's a 2/3.
Okay.
Turgo.
Untap. Draw a card. Swamp. And... Night's Whisper?
Yeah.
18. Draw 2. Okay, not quite what the doctor ordered, but it's alright. Go ahead.
Untap. Draw for turn. Brainstorm.
Sure.
Back on top like that.
Yep. So that's
Island.
3 power. 3 power dudage.
Yes. 3.
No blocks.
Just 3.
15.
And
Another one.
another one.
Another one. Okay.
Turgo.
Heart of the cards. That's about right. Slaughter with buyback. Go to 11.
Daze it.
Yep. Figured you used one. I was playing around Remand and other bits of shenanigans, because if I let you untap with it, you also have access to Hardcast Force of Will. Oh, now that's 8 damage. Okay, go ahead.
Untap.
Wasn't expecting a second daze.
Draw for turn.
Now I do believe I've lost this game already.
Island. 4.
I will take it.
Enter go.
And go to 3. And you probably have a bolt to finish me off. Untap. Draw a card. Aren't you just the most useless? Here's a swamp. And... Mona the Unhallowed for 2 zombies,
You get 2 zombies.
which has done a whole lot this game. I kind of wish this was a Nighthawk, now in retrospect. Go.
Untap. Draw for turn. Here's an island.
Yep.
8.
I'll Fatal Push one of my zombies. And take 8.
I'm a hard cast Force of Will, so you can't.
Oh, okay. So now it's 10?
Yeah.
Yeah, I will go to -7 with some stuff in my hand. So that was another really kind of stupid game, because I saw 1 usable removal spell, and I swear to God, this deck has like 16 pieces of removal. Although Slaughter was about the best thing I could have top decked, it's just you happen to have another daze. Days for days.
Yeah, and even if you had one of the lower ones, then I would have pitched it to Force at that point, so.
Yeah, I guess you had a Force too. So, yeah, I was in pretty bad shape no matter what. Yep, but that will happen. So, that was this matchup, and we will see you next week with Flashback and our regular scheduled stuff. Bye.